Hello, Miss Emma. Okay, this is going to be a messy video. This is what happens when you don't have enough hands. But anyway, your mom told me that you liked the ornament that I made, so I just wanted to show you some simple things. So if you wanted to try it yourself, you have some tips, okay? And I sent you the link. But anyway, here's the Christmas tree that I made, and the thread is coming out of the bottom, okay? And it's attached to my needle. Oops, I lost my needle. But anyway, so now it's time for me to connect it to the back. You want to cut them as best you can to match, you know, so that they'll line up well. But if it's a little off, it's okay, because you can make up for it. So long as you line up the edges real straight when you're sewing, any extra fabric or wrinkles or whatever, they'll be taken up in this, because you're going to fill this with pillow stuff. So it'll give up. It'll give okay. Anyway, so this is how you do. What I did was, uh-oh, I lost my thread. I really did lose my thread. Here it is. So here's my thing. I needed a loop. I needed to make a loop to hang it with, right? So there's my loop. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to put my loop right there. So it's kind of like that, and I'll leave it open right at the tip, because that's where I'm going to make my first stitch. And I'll put them right over top, so it's ready for me to sew. Okay? Take my needle. Now remember, the needle is, or the thread's feeding from the back, so I just want to attach them. So it's already coming out from the back here, so I'm going to come in, and I'm going to go, not right there, like where I want to make my stitches, but a little bit lower, because I just need to get to the other side of the fabric, and I need to do it in such a way that goes through that loop. Of course, this is all backward. What's going on? My thread's all tangled. Because you're watching and because I'm filming. There. Okay, so let me pull. Okay. Okay, so my thread is through. They're connected, and I have engaged the loop that I made to hang the thing on. Okay, so I pulled it through. Okay, now I'm actually going to start stitching. So what I do is I'm going to make it my first stitch. Pink right there at the top. So I'm just going to go through. I've already did this, but I pulled it apart. So get it where you want it to be. Pinch your fabric and push your like your thumbnail up against the needle, and that'll keep the felt from tearing, you know, because you are working really close to the edge. So I pull that all the way through. There we go. Okay, and you want to, once you get the thread all the way through, you got that little loop, go back through. And hold it, pinch that fabric so it doesn't tear, and just pull it tight. Ta-da! Okay, and once you're done with that, this is going to be the loop that you hang the ornament with. Just go ahead and pull that up a little bit and set that over to the side so it'll get out of your way. We'll just set it right there. We'll pinch it. And I'm going to keep working. Oh, brother. I'm telling you, I don't have half this much trouble when I'm not filming. When no one's watching. The knot came out. It's no big deal. You just stick it back in there. But anyway, all right, so there we go. Okay, so I just want to pull it over to the side, get it out of the way. And I don't want to catch it. So I'm just going to take my needle and just going to shove him up against the other rope. Pull that tight again. And make my next stitch. Go through. And I know I'm going to catch that loop, so I'll just go ahead and catch it right now. Oh my goodness. Ta-da, ta-da. It's a little tricky getting started, but I always tighten my last stitch, pinch it, and then tighten the current stitch. And then I keep going. There you go. And you just keep going. It's a little tricky at first because the thread's so long. You're just starting the stitches. There you go. And I'm on my way. okay? And I'm just going to continue. And when you go through, when you're pulling through and you go under there and you do the stitch, the thing that does for you is, I don't know if you can see this on the film, but all along the edge here, it makes a nice little clean, pretty kind of embroidered border by doing that. But anyway, so you'll go all the way around, you'll make your stitches as even as you can, keep your